Hey, it's Barber Dave, and today, Italian Shave Week continues, how Procter & Gamble sold us down the river, plus much, much more. You're watching Barber Dave's Shaves and Such. Hey everybody, welcome to Sunday. Blessed Sunday to you. We got so much going on today's show. But before we do, please come and see us at www.theshavingcadre.com. We feel we're the finest gentlemanly shaving and other pursuit forum on the interwebs. Self-moderated. We take care of each other. It's free to join. Why aren't you there? Lots of great information. Also, don't forget Drinks and Dave's, Monday night, 5 p.m. Pacific. It's our live show where we and my buddy, or myself and my buddy, Nurse Dave, talk about everything. We've got a wonderful audience that shows up each and every week called the Barflies. So come and join us for that. Also, please like, subscribe, ring the notification bell. It helps me on the analytics with YouTube, helps me bring some better shows. And I do have an update. If everything goes according to plan between the week between Thanksgiving or in that area and December, I'm going to be doing my first live show. So keep an eye on that. I'll let you know as that goes on. So let's get the show started. We are going to do a straight razor shave today. But as I'm lathering, it's made me ponder that I really love all my subscribers and all the comments I get, good and bad. However, sometimes there are some comments that blow me away. I had a comment come in last week that said, everything looks good except you're doing one thing wrong. Okay, well, I'm open to criticism. And he said my lather was too airy because you hear this, that rustling of sound. Well, I can tell you, and I answered it the same way, is that my lather's not too airy. In fact, it's very slick and creamy. But the friction of a brush against your face is going to make a raspy sound. Because I couldn't figure out what he meant about the leaves crackling. And that's what it is. But if you notice when I'm putting on my final layer, you can barely feel anything. So, sorry, dude. Incorrect. Thank you for playing. But that's okay. And another thing that was said on that was that, and this is where we get to where Procter & Gamble has sold us down the river, that a modern Gillette cartridge razor will provide you with the creamy, greasy lather, the wondrous shave. Well, thank you for playing again. Although, as I've said, please, 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 and this gentleman was very, very cordial, no negative thoughts. It was just his opinion, and I appreciate that. However, and he was very nice, and I'm just joshing around, because each one of your shaves is your own. If you think a cartridge razor gives you the best shave, hey, you know what? More power to you. However, this is where the science comes in. Somewhere in here, look for a picture-in-picture. Let's assume it's here. If it's not, you can find it. This is a picture, a macro picture that has been untouched, unretouched, and it is at the microscopic level. And it shows what a single edge or a razor, a DE razor like this, or a Gillette, does to the whisker. And on the other side, what a cartridge razor, the 5-bladed, multi-super-duper, Godzilla-killing razor, does to your face. Take a good look at that. See the clean cut? And see the disgusting, nasty, ragged peaks of doom that a cartridge razor does that? And the reason why is people say, oh, you've got 5 sharp blades. No, you don't. The first 2 to 3 blades are made to stretch the whisker out so you can get a clean shot. Problem is, that goes beneath the follicular line, and now the hair has to figure out how to grow. Well, it doesn't have a brain. And so that's how you get your pimples. That's how you get your ingrown hairs. So if you want to shave with a cartridge, fine. Not recommended based on that picture. Okay, that's that. The other thing that I love is, as everybody here knows, I will answer any comment And I will usually leave that comment up if it is cordial, whether it be agreeing with me or not, or and it's nice. However, every once in a while, you get what I like to call internet armchair shaving trolls that think that they know more about shaving than anybody. And there's a couple of my buddies who are also YouTube creators that get the same thing. And it seems to happen when you get to a certain level. All of a sudden, everybody's a critic. Well, there's this one gentleman who I have banned, and then I've unbanned, and then I've banned again. Because I try to be a nice person. I really do. But I've always said, if you are going to make a comment, make it constructive in nature, make it complimentary in nature, and if it's non-complimentary, that's fine too. But if you're going to critique me, state your reasons. Well, this gentleman, and again, I won't mention any names, he has been banned, so you will not see his content, but he shows up every couple of years extolling the virtue of the shave mafia, of which he thinks I'm a part of. Well, if I'm a barber and I own a shaving firm, I guess guilty as charged, but we don't talk like, hey, Lefty, you better shave with us or we're going to do something to you. Give me a break. But his comment was that that you can take any bath soap, any other soap, and here's the biggie, any tallow soap, and heat that up, melt it down, put it into a puck, and you'll have just as good of a shaving soap. Please don't do that, because if you try to melt tallow, even slowly, you're going to end up with a burnt, disgusting mess, and it's going to release a bunch of free radicals, and it's not going to be good for your face, period. Hand soaps, shampoos, all of these have different pH factors. How do I know this? I'm a barber. And so you don't want to do that. So yeah, sometimes you just have to do that. And then what the pièce de résistance, see, I'm even speaking French today for you. The big thing was that since I didn't agree and I kind of put him in his place, and I was going to leave the comments up until he went there. And you know me, I don't believe in any political statements on my channel. I don't care who you voted for. It's your belief. You do what you want. I'll support you. But he made a comment that, oh, I'll bet you voted for And I went, nah, that's it. It's over. Because I belong to the shave mafia, I guess I must be one of those type of people. And you'd be surprised. It wasn't who you're thinking. So anyway, I will reiterate it again. I love all the comments that I hear. I love everybody. And I really do appreciate you guys following the channel more than you know. However, if you're going to make a comment, if it's negative, make it constructive. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. Tell me what I should try. If it is complimentary, you're going to get a big, fat, wet, sloppy kiss. I'm kidding. But more importantly, be nice. It's an ugly enough country in the world today. We don't need internet trolls coming around and saying that they have all this experience. And I did have somebody do that too. I've got 34 years of experience. Yet you have no content. You have 2 subscribers. And I even asked him, I said, well, you know what? Show us the virtue. Maybe we can all learn something. Crickets. So anyway, and I'm not trying to piss anybody off. I'm just saying if you're going to, I think I have the right and the experience with over 6,000 straight shaves and God knows how many DE shaves, as well as being a professional master barber. I think I know what I'm talking about because I shave people every day of the week. Sometimes 10 to 12 shaves a day. with a straight razor, and even some with a D razor that, you know, my older folks that can't handle that. So just be nice, please. Comment all you want, but be nice. Okay, there's my soapbox. Anyhow, I hope everybody's having a blessed Sunday. Again, I want to, and one thing I've been remiss, and I apologize to all my friends. I apologize to Mark, Lennon Shaves, all these guys. I am very, very lazy. Well, not lazy, just stupid as far as not putting your guys' links on my channel, and I'm going to do that today. So if I miss anybody, I'm sorry, but please check out all the channels that are linked. These are great content creators, and I'd appreciate it. And I want to give another big shout out to Biggie Shaves, which is the shaving. Oh God, the Cajun Blade. See, don't get old. And Sean Stapelfeld, mi fellow Boricua Puerto Riqueño, one of our forum members, cannot shave with scented soaps anymore because of the sensitivity that his better half has. And yes, Bruce, the better half. So I had mentioned Biggie Shaves, or the Cajun Blade Savon New, and as an unscented soap, and how good it was. And Bruce had inquired about it. I said, well, contact Sean or Biggie Shaves, and you should be, you know, they should be able to point you in the right direction. And what do you know? These two guys came out of their shoes. Two pucks went to him, and he's already been shaving with it. So great job, guys. And for those of you new in the channel that have not tried the Cajun Blade soaps, I know he hasn't really brought them out to market yet, but I think that he has got a heck of a future as a soap maker if he does decide to bring it out to market. I've got 2 of his soaps, and 2 of them are fantastic. And I love seeing the small mom and pop artisans still coming out, because for years and years and years, those of us that have been around this game a long time and around the forums were worried because a lot of your major manufacturers were dying off. Then you had a big influx of artisan retailers. Then they died off. And it left the big artisan retailers, such as Sterling, Ethos, CBL soaps. But there wasn't these small mom and pops as much. In fact, I've seen as many go under as that have been started. But the key to that is those of us in the shaving game, or the hobby, I should say, need to support all of them. We need to support Ethos. We need to support CBL. We need to support Sterling, because they're the guys that brought it together. We need to support Paladin. We need to support these artisan retailers. And then we also, I say, and I've mixed it, but Noble Fur, Seaforth, not Noble Fur. It's Christmas. Noble Otter. We need to support these guys. And I think that Biggie Shaves, i.e. the Cajun Blade, I think he's got a shot. Now, I will say that if he can come up with a crawfish jambalaya save soap, oh, that'd be fun. Oh, wee! Probably be gross, but I love my brother-in-law lives in Louisiana, and Louisiana, I don't care what anybody says, and somebody's gonna get mad at me, got the best food on the planet. Cajun food is just, oh my Lord. A little bit of cleanup today. So I know today's video was ranting and raving, but So again, I will try to link everybody that has been so supportive of my channel. As well as some channels that I support. Check them out. And I started out, for those of you that follow my community blog, and I would say for anybody that's new, I put out three videos a week usually on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, because those are my days off, and I'm at the shop the rest of the time. And the reason why I don't put out videos those days is because I'm up 4:30 in the morning, try to get a quick shave in. Sometimes I will try to do a straight shave, but quite frankly, most of the time it's a DE or an SE shave. But what I do is I try as best I can to put a like on my community blog what my shave was of the day and the watch that I wore for the day. And so check those out. And the reason why I mention it is we've been, since Wednesday, I've been doing Italian Shave Week. And I've realized that Italian Shave Week is probably going to be Italian Shave 2 weeks or maybe even 3. I have a ton of Italian Shave products. The alum, I probably need to touch this razor up a little bit. It still has somewhat the factory edge on it. I've kind of fixed it up a little bit on a cauticule and an arc, but it is the Sepana Ficcio Veracino number 3 in the series. This is the Galileo Galilei. This time, normally they were made by Korat, the first 2. These were made by Third Izzard. And Third Izzard doesn't put a bad edge on it. And it's been stropped 30, 60, and then another 50 on a convex bench strop. So I think I need to touch it up on the cauticule just a little bit, just to refine that edge just a little bit. But I may also see, this may be the first razor that I go full bore concave on. So we'll see. For the soap today, we are going to probably be sticking with Sepana Ficcio Veracino for probably the remainder, which I can see 1, 2, 3, at least 10 days. But Cubebe, it's a wonderful, wonderful spicy scent. Warm, perfect for fall, because like right now it's in the 50s and we're supposed to get down into the low 30s tonight. And because Arizona does, and I think my good buddy Steve Hasey, we don't go from summer to autumn to fall. We go right from 110 to 20. That's what we do. For the witch hazel today, of the same type of plant, we're going to be using CBL's Litzia Cubebe. This is a very, very wonderful, probably the best witch hazel that I've ever tried. And you can get that through cbl.com. And it is the extracts of the Cubebe, which is almost lemony, or the Cubeba plant, I should say. Oh, it's just absolutely just good stuff. Let's get cleaned up real quick and we'll go over all the other stuff. And yes, Charles Price, one of my subscribers, had to rub it in that I have been bowl lathering so much. Apparently Mark's, and I always pronounce his name wrong, Zerati, real great content provider here on YouTube, does the Monday mailbag and stuff like that. But anyway, I guess they converted him to bowl lathering. And so, yeah, I've been doing this every day, even on the days that I have to get to the shop. And I got to say, I think it's an extra step that I don't normally do, but it's fun. And it is a change of pace, which is nice. The brush that we used today was the Sepana Ficcio Veracino Artisan 2.0 with a high mountain Manchurian white in faux ivory. Because if it was in real ivory, I would probably be getting arrested. Showed you the soap already, Cubebe. And then for the aftershave, again, Kubebe. Interesting thing, and I think I've mentioned this before, these bottles are now available to everybody. Back in the day, these were the bottles that Saponificio Veracino put out for the public. These bottles were strictly reserved for barbershops and contracted barbershops that would purchase from Saponificio Veracino. I am so glad they decided. I mean, it was nice having them because it was exclusive, but at the same time, it was very nice that they brought these out. And the artwork, I would argue that no one does the relief in the art, because this is an actual plate that goes on here, but the relief for Saponificio Veracino. Now, I used to be a brand ambassador for Saponificio Veracino. However, there were some issues when we tried to do a sample program where the principals and I did not agree with the process. But the U.S. distributor, Antonio Pavan, with Brands to Market. So when you go to Saponificio Veracino, if you buy directly from their website, you will go to something that looks almost, it mirrors the exact site in Italy, but it's the U.S. site, and that is actually run by Antonio and Brands to Market. He is also a artisan vendor, retailer on the cadre. So please support Brands to Market. So the aftershave again, and these are all natural alcohols, and they make the face feel really, 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 really good. All right, a little bit of talc, and today I tried to get Saponificio Veracino to do talcs. I thought that would be awesome, but they weren't interested. So, and it's quite frankly, it's sad because I had a really good relationship with Saponificio Veracino, and I'm going to be very honest, and I'm sure this will get back. When this whole thing occurred with how I wanted, because I was giving away samples of every single Saponificio Veracino soap that was made, and it was all out of my own stock. So we had worked out, hey, let's set up samples. Well, they did not like the process because they felt that it wasn't going to give them a good representation, which I argued, and I showed them a video, and they didn't do anything. And then, quite frankly, they blamed Antonio Pavan, the U.S. distributor, for creating the rift between us, which was absolute, pardon my French, bullshit. So I sent them a letter saying, I'm sorry, I can no longer in good conscience represent you from a brand to market standpoint. And this is going to sound pompous, and I don't mean it to, but really before I really pushed Saponificio Veracino, it wasn't widely distributed in the U.S. But anyway, that's water under the bridge. I have not heard from Antonio in a bit, but check out Brands to Market. It's a great, great company. Okay, so that's the talc. And for the EDP, and I don't have all of them, but this one's really nice. This is the EDP Kubebe. This one's a little lighter, and when I say lighter, it's not as spicy as the actual aftershave. So it's a little, for lack of a better term, a little creamier, a little softer, but good strength and everything else. Plus, again, these bottles, for what you pay, they're just gorgeous with the relief and everything else. So Saponificio puts out a fantastic product. I just wish that they would expand their market to include samples for people. And I just could not afford sending out, because I'm down to almost nothing now, because I would cut chunks, flatten them out, send them to people. And for those of you that were lucky enough to get all that, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you purchased from Saponificio Veracino. But now you can purchase through Brands to Market, which is still their U.S. distributor. So anyhow, I think that's it for the day, guys. I hope you enjoyed the shave and all my ranting and raving. Again, check out everybody in the comment section, or excuse me, in the description section. If I missed somebody, I apologize. Just let me know, and I'll try to get you on there every so often. I don't do it every shave because it's just a pain. Because if you copy and paste, it doesn't link. So it's just until they come up with a better algorithm to do that. But anyhow, I'm Barber Dave. This has been Barber Dave Shaves and Such. I hope everybody has a blessed Sunday, and we'll see you again real soon, and I'll see you in the comments.
Hey everybody, welcome to Barber Dave's Barbershop at Home, and we're very excited to announce that we are now being sponsored and a brand ambassador for Brand to Markets, the exclusive distributor of Saponificio Veracino and Cella Milano 1899 in the United States. And as a special gift to you, our viewers, we're going to be offering a 20% discount on all products excluding razors and brushes at both sites, with a $30 minimum order. Just use the code BARBERDAVE to receive that discount. We'll include those links at the end of this video. So thanks a lot. We appreciate you viewing. Check out Cella Milano and Saponificio Veracino and enjoy the discounts.